Happy Monday.
And
happy almost New Year.
Yes.
Almost 2020.
I can't believe it. God, this year went by so
it did,
fast.
and it
but
did.
I mean, and I feel like you can probably say that about every year.
I've like gotten so tired of hearing people saying, "Oh, time really flies. Can you believe it's almost Christmas? Can you believe it's almost the New Year?" I'm like, okay, yeah,
no
fucking.
shit.
Everyone says that every year. Like, no fucking shit. Time flies. We get it.
Yeah, we get it.
But happy almost New Year, guys. How exciting. Hope everyone had a great, merry, joyful Christmas.
Hope you got all the presents. And I hope you got all the dick.
I have
this
not.
Every time.
You just want our audience to really just
get some good
Just
dick.
get that sexual frustration out, you know?
Oh, yeah. Because
the best gift of all.
The best gift. An orgasm.
You know what? That's facts. I haven't really... how was your Christmas?
It was good.
Mm-hmm.
The Christmas for me, and I don't know if it's because we live in South Florida, but it just really has not felt the
like
same.
Christmas?
And I also don't know if that's just like
Us
growing
being
up.
adults?
And I also just feel like we're in a really weird age for Christmas. Like some of our friends are like, you know, celebrating with like their babies and shit, and but like you and I, like we're just not on that tip at all. And it's like
that's what I was thinking about last night too, because I was thinking in the shower, like, as you know, when you're a kid, Christmas is like so special, and then you kind of
and shit.
Yeah, it's magical because like you really do believe. Like I believed for a long time,
same.
until I went to my garage looking for my Christmas presents and found my Barbie in the closet.
Sick.
Anyways, but as we become adults, it's like like everyone's like, it doesn't even feel like Christmas. Like, no fucking shit. Holidays don't feel like anything. I feel like, I don't know. Do they?
I don't know. It's pretty morbid of you.
I don't know if it's because
Jesus Christ.
I don't know if it's because I've been so busy, but like I was like working on the duplex yesterday, and like in my head I'm like, yeah, it's Christmas, but it's also just another day.
And it's hard to fucking feel like it's Christmas when it's 85 degrees outside.
Yeah.
And it's like...
And also, but what even is Christmas?
Fair.
You know what I mean? Because I'm like,
What
also, it's like such a fucking scheme from everyone, all the businesses in our country to just fucking get all of our money.
Yeah, facts.
It's like, oh, buy things for people you care about because they need it. And everyone thinks like gifts are a way of like, not to take away. It is, I do
nice.
enjoy like giving.
Yeah.
And it is a nice act, opening presents together. Like it is fun. But also I think it's very much like a social constructed thing of like, and then there's people who like can't afford. I'm sorry, this is like so negative, Nancy.
We're like going into
like
fuck Christmas,
shitting on Christmas,
Grinch times 2.
But you know, there's people who don't have the means to get gifts, and then they're like putting themselves in debt getting gifts.
It ruined. And like that was Zach.
Okay, guys, Zach is on our third mic today.
I'm not recording that.
Oh.
But people can probably hear you from here.
Yeah.
Because you've said things in the past.
I kind of want you to be recording with us. Anyways, I don't know. I have mixed feelings about it.
And quick little pro tip. So this year, and I don't mean a lot of people don't get paid in cash like we do, but if you're a freelancer, you know, some jobs you just end up getting paid in cash. And this year, one of my resolutions, like in 2019, was to save all the cash that I received. And I could have like put that back into something, but I decided just to like
give it back.
Well, yeah, in a way, I spent it all on my Christmas gifts for my family.
Oh, nice.
Like, so I had, you know, a few racks saved up, and I just like, and I was still left over with a little money because it's like, you can only, they don't deserve. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, shit, you know, you're gonna give them Gucci out here.
Yeah, but so I was able to get everyone like a really solid gift with that cash,
so
and that was nice because it didn't. have such a bearing on my bank account.
Yeah.
Because, you know.
That's really nice.
So, yeah, that's a little pro tip. If you end up getting paid in cash, maybe just save it. And if not to save it for Christmas, save it for, you know, a trip or something like that.
Yeah, that's what I always used to do with my cash. I would put it in a cash box, and then that would be my spending money for a trip.
Yeah.
Because then it's like, oh, it's kind of like invisible money. Like, you don't
really
even know it's in your,
and
which is funny, because the invisible money is actually the money in your bank account.
I was literally just having this conversation with someone.
It's so wild.
It's so crazy. And it's like, I don't count cash as real money.
Yeah, no, me either.
Not one bit.
I'm like, ooh, fun. It's like Monopoly money.
Yeah.
It's strange.
But I feel like I'm bartering for things.
We live in a very strange time.
So funny, man.
Do you have any plans for New Year's Eve?
No.
Me either.
I don't know. I just feel like...
We're just shitting on everything that makes people happy.
What is New Year?
It's
Time is a social construct.
It's overrated.
It really is, though.
It is.
Like,
it really is.
maybe it's just because, I mean, and you're not single, but I'm single as a Pringle, and I ain't got no one to... I ain't got no one to kiss. And it's like, what? I'm gonna go out and kiss a stranger? I'm like, Nugget, come here.
Give Mama some smooches. I don't even think it's that. I for me, it's like the thought of, and I sound like such a crotchety old lady saying this, but like crotchety?
Crotchety? Zach needs you to verify that word.
Crotchety.
Is that a word?
Crotchety. Yes. Yeah, it's like an old
Crotchety old.
Crotchety. Irritable. Okay. Crotchety means irritable. Anyways, I feel like a crotchety old lady, but I don't want to, like, thinking of dealing with, like, the parking, just the parking alone.
And just how crowded. I hate the crowds.
And the Ubers are all going to be so
super surplus charged.
I'm too lazy to get an outfit right now. I really only want to put makeup on if I'm getting paid.
The only reason I'm going out,
the
only reason I'll probably end up going out is, one, there's some premium open bars. Two, I have a fire dress. Rude. I have a fire dress that I got.
Okay, see, like, if I had an outfit, I didn't get it, though.
I've just had this dress, and I was like, where the fuck am I going to wear this dress? And I was thinking about it, and I was like...
Ooh, you could wear those boots, too. The sparkly thigh-high boots.
Oh, my God, it's game over. I have to go out.
You're like, when am I going to wear these? I'm like, New Year's Eve. It's the only time it's appropriate. Sorry.
I got these crazy boots in the mail. I didn't order them or anything. That sounds so weird. But they were...
I stole them.
They were sent to me, and they're, like, thigh-high, bedazzled, like...
They are
crazy.
fire.
And I was like, I would never wear these, but I would on New Year's.
I would wear that to the Ariana Grande
concert.
Yeah.
That's the only other acceptable outing.
That was honestly a highlight of my year, was that outfit. Not the concert, just my outfit.
Just the outfit. She put in, like, the hair extensions and
shit. My God.
You looked fire.
Dude,
I'll give it to you.
I felt fire. I felt like Ari in that bitch.
You were walking up in there shitting on everyone else.
So funny. It was like all, like, 12-year-old girls are all in normal clothes. I'm, like, coming up in there, like, all dressed up.
She's, like, twerking.
Oh, my God. It was lit. Okay, so this episode, we're kind of just going to do, like, a 2019 in review. Not quite like our birthday episodes, because
those are much more like,
if you've listened to our birthday episodes, you know that we see birthdays as our New Year's, and like we really like kind of they got deep, and we went to, like,
we talked about like our growth and like the things that we went through. This is kind of just like our highlights.
Yeah, highlights, funny memories.
Yeah.
But before we get into that, we need to go into our pro tip. Oh, I actually heard this from another podcast that I recently have gotten into, love listening to. It's NPR's Life Kit. And they're like 20-minute episodes. Well, that's a pro tip too. That's a really great show.
Yeah.
And it's like random shit.
It's a life kit. Like, you just go in and like you just pick topics that are relevant.
It's all really random, but anyways, it's great. They talk about like managing your like papers
budgets and being organized.
Yeah. And anyways, they said if you... Okay, so when you cut an avocado, you usually only end up eating one side. The other side, when you put it in the fridge, it gets all brown and like crusty, rusty, dusty, and then you gotta like shave that brownness off.
Every time.
But if you smother the other half of the avocado with butter, it keeps it from getting brown.
I don't really like the word smother. And I don't like the idea of smothering something in butter.
Well, I also wondered how like, if you use a normal stick of butter, which isn't really like the melty kind, like how... You know what I mean?
Yeah, I don't use a stick of butter. I use a tub. Like I'm assuming you just take it out and just kind of like
would you
put
have to melt it a little bit?
We have questions.
Anyways,
we'll get back to
that's
that.
the pro tip.
And something to supplement that. So when you do use, or like, let's say your avocados like reach like the perfect stage, and you like want them to stay there, and you're like, well, I'm not going to use this for a couple more days, and by that time it's going to be like, you know, fucked. Put your avocados in the fridge, and they will stay like at whatever stage you put them in.
Really?
Oh my god.
But they still brown a little.
Like.
Well, I always do that anyways. I don't keep.
Well, if you open it, yeah, it'll brown like just naturally. But like I'm saying, if you put like a whole avocado in the fridge, it extends its like shelf life like
it like in
so long.
Freezes it.
Yeah, and honestly, it's like I've gone on trips and came back and my avocados were still good.
Fire.
It's incredible.
We're such millennials talking about avocados. Why avocados are so associated with millennials? It's really weird, isn't it?
Sorry, I like good food. Shit's fire.
Sorry, I like healthy fats.
God damn it.
Fucking boomers.
It's the only green thing I eat.
Okay, boomer.
Okay, boomer.
I love that. I'm gonna start saying that. Our PD Zach said that this saying "okay, boomer" is a way of like millennials dismissing. It. I didn't know this.
This is a thing.
Why am I so?
It's been a thing. She's like, I'm gonna start saying this. It's already like on the decline.
Do I live like under a rock? I don't understand. Anyways, let's get into our episode. Okay, so we just have like a list of questions that we're just gonna run off. Not gonna go super in depth. Just kind of
hit and touch. What is it called?
Hit and run.
Touch and run.
Hit and run.
Something like that.
All right. What was? Let's get into it. I feel like I need to do like a. Or wait.
Oh god.
What was the single best thing that happened this year?
Okay.
The
single best thing that's happened
so excited.
This year has been the podcast.
Aww.
Because like,
cute.
you know, this is
we don't know
and I mean it.
I'm crying.
Zach is crying.
Okay, Zach is on a mic today.
Is it hooked up?
Yeah.
People hearing?
He's recording.
Fire.
Fire. He's on our third guest mic today.
He has to be in the 2019 in review episode.
Yeah.
Wah, wah, wah.
But yeah,
a little bit higher next time. Go ahead.
Yeah. Yeah.
Almost.
He's like wah wah
We'll work on it.
Wah, wah, wah.
Okay. The single best thing has definitely been the podcast, just because it's cute. Just because it's been like the like I wanted to do this, and I was like convincing you to do it, and I was like, no, we should really do this, and then we did, and like we did the damn thing, and like I don't know,
we're still doing it.
We're still doing it.
We're still making changes here and there. We're still on a bit of a learning curve.
Yeah, we thought that we weren't.
You'll notice if you guys are tuning in every week, you'll notice something's changing, but it's because that's what business and ventures and journeys are all about. It's pivoting and changing and finding out what works and what doesn't.
Yeah.
So we want to make this the best it can be and make whiskey and water everywhere in the world. Global, baby.
I love that you're thinking so large.
Yeah, duh. Go big or go home. All we do is win. Okay, so my single best thing that happened this year was obviously
She got 10 degrees richer.
getting engaged. And also my trip to Arizona was like definitely like
The highlight
of just that whole trip in general, like that week in general, and then on top of that also getting engaged was like definitely the best thing that happened to me this
Love
year.
that for you. That was the second best thing that happened to me this year. Okay,
Next.
on to the next question.
Okay,
What was the
thank you,
single most challenging thing that happened?
This one I had to think about, but when I like really tried to think, there was a point in time earlier in this year where Tyler had to go to Tampa for work, and we had done long distance in the past, and it was like really miserable and awful. So, and I was like ready to like never have to experience that again. And then he got told he has to go to Tampa for a few months to work, and that like I don't know, it kind of fucked me up. You remember,
Yeah.
right? Like I was trying to like be okay about it, but I was, because it was in the time period where we were trying to get a new duplex, and then I was like, oh my god, I'm gonna have to move alone and do this whole thing alone, and I was just like really, really down about it for a bit. But we did it, we got through it, it passed, it's already over, and now we're here.
Yeah.
I
Love that for
I was
you.
scared, and I didn't like it. It was really uncomfortable, but
you went through it.
yeah,
You survived.
did it,
We're here.
Did it. You know, it happens.
Yeah.
Okay, so what was the most single, or the most single you've ever been?
Jesus Christ.
What was the single most challenging thing that happened this year to you, or that you went through?
I would definitely say it was the breakup that I went through. It really was just...
It's crazy, because in my head, that happened last year.
Yeah.
But nope, that definitely happened this year.
Dude, and, like, it's, like...
Destructive.
It was destructive to, like, a lot of aspects of my life. Like, he was living with me, and so it uprooted a lot of shit in my life, and I'm still going through it. Like, homie is... I'm still going through it.
Still, yeah.
Like... I'm still dealing with, like, the emotional, like, backlash that, you know, I received from it. Like, it fucked me up, you know? And,
yeah, of course.
And, I cared about that person. I still care about that person. And that person was not doing well at the time. So, like, it just took a really big toll on, like, my mental health.
And your year,
and my year.
Your progress.
And, like, yeah.
Yeah.
So.
But here you are.
Here we
thriving.
are. We're thriving.
Yeah.
And just for the listener's sake, I'm doing well. I'm like, I've handled that. I have, like, separated myself from that situation, and
also thinking about where you were at this literally point last year.
That's huge.
Yeah.
Thinking about where I was a year ago right now, I have come, like, I feel like I've lived lifetimes in this year.
They literally broke up on, like, New Year's Eve.
Like yeah.
Ruined her New Year's Eve. She was crying. It was horrible.
Yeah, it was not a good time.
So now we're here.
We're good.
We're thriving.
And we learned, and what do you say?
No losses, just lessons.
Facts.
Okay, what was an unexpected joy this past year? Oh, yeah, I mean, I'm asking myself.
Okay. What was an unexpected joy this past year?
For me, I think it was rock climbing. And that came up really randomly. We went in February, went to St. Lucia with our friend Jay, and he was the one who
that was such a good
introduced us to rock climbing. And it's one of those things that, like, if someone doesn't bring you, you'll never go out and try it by yourself. But I never expected to love it as much as I did, and me and Tyler got into it, and Tyler and my sister got really into it, and there was a point where we were going, like, 3 times a week for, like, a few months. And yeah, it's just something I would have never expected to love and really enjoy.
Yeah.
And I did. We bought all of our gear. Like, it was really humbling and great exercise, good way to spend, like, quality time with friends or family.
I loved when we went rock. I wish it wasn't so far because it'd be way more convenient.
Dude, I'm close now. I'm really
I know.
Close. I'm, like,
we're gonna have to renew our memberships and start
that's
going
a 2020 goal for mine is get back in the gym.
Oh, good.
Yeah. Good. The climbing gym and also the normal gym too.
Yeah. It's hard for me because I like having, like, long nails, and
you really can't.
You cannot have any nails when you're going.
I swear, my nails have been short majority of the year because I was rock climbing.
Yeah, same. That was always, like,
I
hard
looked
for me.
crusty, rusty, dusty everywhere except for the rock climbing gym. What was an unexpected joy in your last year?
So I got a new baby brother this year.
Guys,
and
I had to remind her of this.
Yeah, she did.
She's like, I don't know, what's an unexpected joy? I'm like, what about your fucking baby brother that you were not expecting?
Yeah, not only was I not expecting, I also just wasn't very happy about it, to be honest. I was like, bro, I'm fucking 24. I'm about to have a fucking baby brother. I'm old as shit. He's an accident. My dad was just dating that, like, I don't even know if they were even alive. But regardless, I'm obviously obsessed with him now.
He's a little nugget.
He's a little chunk.
Cute.
And I also love his mom.
Oh, good.
Yeah, she's great.
A great addition to the family.
Yeah, like, and of all of my dad's girlfriends,
oh, good.
Thank God it was her.
There you go.
Yeah, so that was an unexpected joy. I gained some family.
Yeah.
Also my Tesla.
Well, that wasn't unexpected, but...
It was, though, because I really...
You didn't know if you were going to pull it off.
Yeah, I didn't know if I was going to pull it off, and I made that shit happen, and I got it.
Hell yeah, brother.
And every day I'm in it, I'm like, this shit is lit.
This shit slaps.
This shit slaps. Okay. What's one event you are going to tell your grandchildren about?
Okay, I thought about this, and I think back in March we went to Coachella, and we snuck in that bitch.
Yes,
because we went.
Oh my God.
I think this is a mutual, like, story for us because you're struggling, but I think this is funny. So we went with...
Oh my God.
We went with, like, a friend of a friend who actually wasn't their friend, but it was like a, hey, come to Coachella for free because I want hot girls on my trip. Not saying that we're hot girls, but and we ended up going, and like he didn't have tickets for us. It was a fucking shit.
It was a shit show.
It was
like
a whole shit show.
Our friend just didn't really like prepare us.
It was honestly like not a good experience, but it's funny in hindsight because like we ended up having to like sneak all of us in.
We snuck Olivia,
and we like did a whole ass mission. Like it felt like we were robbing a bank because it's really not easy to sneak into like, I don't know. They had that shit fucking Fort Knox in that bitch.
Can we even say that we snuck into that?
Yeah,
bitch?
we snuck into Coachella. Hell yeah, because I'm not going again unless it's with a brand and I'm getting paid. But that shit was crazy. Our Mexican sugar daddy failed us, and he was buying.
Was not enough of a sugar daddy.
He was buying tickets on a maxed out credit card. Like, poor.
Oh my god.
Very splendid daddy.
Very splendid daddy of him.
So whatever. That I think that was funny, and us sneaking in successfully was hilarious, and we made the best of it. But yeah, so that was something interesting and eventful.
Definitely not going back unless it's with a brand.
Yeah. Any brands want to sponsor our Coachella trip this year?
Come on,
Let us
Coachella
know.
2020.
We're ready. Okay, what book, movie, or show affected your life in a profound way?
The Office.
Okay. Wow. You know what?
I'm kidding, but I'm not. Because I love The Office, and I think I watched it for like the third. I watched it like completely through like for the third time this year.
You're psycho.
I love The Office.
I mean, I love it too.
I didn't get it at first because I was like, this isn't like that funny, and then like I really gave it a try, and I kind of like broke. I broke down like. Because it's like it's a different type of show, you know?
It's so good.
And when I broke down my expectations, I was like, oh my god, this is so fucking funny. And then the character development, it's just...
It's a great show.
It's a great show. But if we're talking realistically, I read The Untethered Soul this year. It's the one that took me the longest.
All year?
It took me all year. It took me like 6 months to finish.
It's okay.
But I'm reading now.
Okay.
We're getting back into it.
Okay.
But The Untethered Soul. It was a great book. It just kind of like... it started off my year like
grounded,
yeah, and I definitely needed that in that time of my life.
Yeah, good. Okay, another pro tip in the middle of the episode. I was listening to another NPR Life Kit, and it was an episode about how to read more. What?
He's gonna do it.
No, I'm not gonna do it.
What? No, I'm not gonna do it. Okay, so the episode was how to read more, and one of the tips was keep books everywhere. Like keep one in your car, keep one in your bathroom, in your spare room. Like just keep them easily accessible, and also read multiple books at once.
That, and also read in the in-between moments, because I listened to another one of Life Kit because they had a couple episodes on reading
when you go to the doctor's office,
or when you're waiting in line for fucking FedEx or whatever it may be. Like you should read in those in-between moments, because even if it's like 5 or 10 minutes, it's
they
like
add up.
They add up, and you're getting.
They really add up. And also, like if I'm waiting at a casting for an hour, dude, scrolling on my phone gets boring, and a book is actually more entertaining.
Yeah, it's so like, and it's like nauseating. Like looking at that shit for so long.
And also, I love being the only person in the room reading a book, and everyone else is on their phones. It's like a humble flex.
Smart bitch.
It is a humble flex. Okay, so for mine, a book that affected my life was Miracle Morning Millionaire. Even though I'm not doing Miracle Mornings anymore, I hope to get back on track with this year. Really, I read it in January. It set the tone for my year. It made me realize how important mornings are. And I actually want to do an episode about morning routines. And not that we can sit here and say, oh, we have a great morning routine, but how we can work on it and how we can inspire our audience to work on it too. Because I think it's really important.
Yeah.
So I love that book. Highly recommend it. The author is Miracle Morning Millionaire by... okay, not there. But not there. I'll let you guys know. And then a show that affected, Netflix has a docuseries called Living Undocumented. And I just watched 2 or 3 episodes, and I had never really, before watching that show, I really took being a citizen of the United States for granted. Something that I really have never even thought about, having a social security card and a number and filling out my W-9, no problem. Not something I ever thought twice about. But after watching this show, you know, there's immigrants in our country who are working really hard jobs, and I don't want to get into the whole thing, but it made me realize my privilege as a U.S. citizen, and it really made me, like, thankful, because a lot of times we'll, like, not shit on America, but, you know, we talk about the corruption, but also it is an amazing country, and kind of watching that show and seeing how thankful they are to even be here was really enlightening for me.
Absolutely.
And, yeah.
Love that.
Yeah.
Okay. What advice would you give your early 2019 self if you could?
Oh, was I supposed to ask you? We suck. I think you asked me the last one.
That's fine.
Well, you go first. What advice would you give your early 2019 self if you could?
Dump him.
Profound.
Profound.
I love that.
Love that. But I would honestly just be like listening to your intuition. Yeah. Because I said something to you the other day, and it was like,
why didn't I see the red flags?
Why didn't I see the red flags? Like, why didn't I, why didn't I see this? And you were
I was like, you did.
You did.
You ignored them.
You ignored them.
I called her out right there.
And I truly hadn't even like considered that until she said that.
I'm like, girl, you saw them.
And I know I did, because like if I had trusted my intuition and listened to it and like not tried to like
give the benefit of the doubt
and like force a puzzle piece in that didn't fit, like
facts.
It's not that I felt like I could fix anyone or I could change anyone. It's just I wanted it to work out, and I knew it wasn't right all along, and I could have saved myself a lot of time and pain.
Because sometimes you don't want to walk away, but sometimes you really gotta ignore your heart and listen to your brain of like what makes sense. Yeah.
And when I feel like when I'm like in love with someone, it's like I will justify them to no end. And
facts.
So that's definitely something that I learned, is that like I need to stick up for numero uno.
Yeah, and listen to your intuition. That's a big one.
Yep.
All right, so if I could give myself some advice early on in the year, I would say that this is going to be the hardest working year of your life so far, so get ready to fucking hustle.
Facts.
Yeah.
That's a big thing.
Yeah. I
feel like we really learned how to like work this year.
Dude, yeah. And like, I don't know, I've worked hard in the past, and even like I was thinking like in high school, like I worked my ass off like dancing and then doing all my like AP classes, and I have worked hard in the past, and even like I've been really busy in the past, but this year, especially towards the end of the year,
took it to a new level.
Like I didn't have, like, I would be in the shower and be like, oh my god, thank god I like have 5 minutes to just bathe my body.
Literally.
Like I was like, it's crazy.
Yeah.
Like we've busted ass this year, and yeah, I've never worked so hard, but things are happening. I feel like I put a lot of things into place, like to set the foundation for the next few years, and I'm proud of that. But definitely, like, I would tell my January of last year's self, like, girl, get ready, because you're about to fucking
buckle the fuck up.
You're about to hustle your ass off.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Feel that.
Okay, what was the funniest moment? One that still makes you burst out laughing.
Okay, I've got a few here that I would just like to rattle off. So eating shit during acro yoga at the Eden Rock.
Oh my god, I'm like, eating shit, what?
No. Remember when we were doing acro yoga with Jay and I fucking fell and slammed on the grass? That was actually concrete.
That wasn't funny.
It wasn't funny at the time.
You
but
were
like,
not laughing.
I was like near tears, but like I think about it now and I feel like that shit's so funny. I don't know why.
Because I think I was I watching it? No, I was up in the air with you guys.
Yes.
I watched it from a top perspective. I watched it
and I just slow-mo fell on the concrete. Like,
I wish I could see that from like an outsider's perspective.
We videoed it. We videoed it.
We time-lapsed it.
Yeah, so I have a video of it. It's so fucking funny. Okay, 2. The first time we conceptualized poor and wealthy.
Okay.
And when I was hungover as fuck during swim week.
Okay, yes.
That's funny as fuck to me still.
It is.
This is my personal fave.
Okay.
Finding out that Olivia posed as Miley Cyrus for her first MySpace account. I think about this from time to time and I just die.
Guys, if you want to hear that story, listen to our influencer episode, how we started our journey as influencers, and I go into how I was a fraud, a Miley Cyrus fraud, and I was pretending to be her with my first MySpace page. Yeah.
Okay, I've got 2 more.
Good. Okay, go.
Oh, that's good shit. Shitting on everyone at the outlet mall.
Okay.
Just to be one of those people at the outlet mall. And then trying to scare Zach for Halloween.
Okay, these are all actually things that happen in the podcast, so you guys can go back and listen to this. What episode did we do the outlet mall when we got back from Orlando? Do you remember?
I feel like it might have been like my birthday episode or something.
Oh my god, yeah, maybe. Oh my god,
it's like it's in the intro, and then trying to scare Zach for Halloween is obviously our Halloween special.
That was great.
Which was so fucking funny.
Okay, my funniest moment, one that still makes me burst out laughing. Guys, this might be a moment that you just had to be there for, but I'm gonna go for it anyways. We were in Panera Bread at the outlet mall, and we were talking about sex, and we got into the topic of blowjobs, and we were talking about how sometimes we'll like, God, this is really... If you're a family member, stop listening now. We're going to how sometimes we'll fake deep throat. So we were talking about how sometimes we'll just make the noise instead. This is embarrassing. We'll make the noise instead of actually deep throating. We'll just make the deep throat noise, and then I started like doing an orchestra of like. I can't believe I'm saying this. You know what I'm talking about? And we were crying in the Panera Bread because I was trying to show her how to do the gluck gluck sound.
Is this just to be lazy, or is it to make the person feel better?
No, both. A little bit of both. I'd say 50-50. But I was trying to teach her, and then she was like, I don't understand. And then I started doing
I can make the noise when there's a dick in my mouth, but I can't make the noise. Oh my god, stop. That's the worst.
Okay, that's it. Embarrassing, but hilarious, because we were literally crying in Panera.
Like,
everyone
laying down in the seats.
Like, laying down in the booth, dying laughing, and everyone's looking at us like we were crazy.
Oh, that's so good.
That's a little pro tip for you, too. Go practice, ladies. Okay. Last question. Was there anything you did for the very first time in your life?
Anal.
Okay, you know what? I can back that up and say first time I successfully did anal was
Love
this year.
to see it.
Hell yeah, brother. We're really just putting all of our shit out there today, guys.
Please tell me you didn't coordinate that.
No, but it's so funny because literally you came to me and was like, hey, I did anal, and I was like, oh my god, me too. Like, it happened at the same time, too. Oh god.
And among anal, I also did some fun stuff. Like, I did shrooms for the first time, like, by themselves. Like, experienced that, which was, I've been just dying to, like, do some psychedelics. Mm-hmm. Rock climbing, which was, like, obviously another highlight of my life, aside from anal.
I just want to let the people know. I don't know where everyone stands on anal. It's a touchy subject, but... We'll get into it maybe another episode fully dedicated to sex.
I also went on a wellness retreat.
You did?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, with Ancient Nutrition?
With Ancient Nutrition, which is like a brand that I've been working with for years. And I don't know, it's kind of like one of my goals this year to like go on a trip with like a brand and like do that shit. And like I went on a wellness retreat, and I was definitely like the most like more like
mindful.
No.
What?
I was not. I was like the least like nutrition and like mindful type of influencer. So I was a little bit out of place, but it was so cool because I got to meet with all these like amazing girls who like are super into that, and I learned so much. I can't stop thinking about anal. Oh my god, what?
I can't. I'm like, how are people gonna go from hearing us talk about that to like, mindful wellness trip?
I went on a wellness retreat. See, get you a girl who can do both.
Okay, I'm like blushing over
takes
here.
Takes it up the butt and does wellness retreat.
Takes it up the butt at wellness retreat. It's a part of the wellness retreat. Okay, guys, we're gonna go into our anal part of the trip. Okay, I'm done. We're leaving that in 2019. Whew. Okay. Anything else?
I'm not leaving anal in 2019.
Okay.
We get it.
Guys, we're really
we get it. You like butt stuff.
We're really going to town on this.
Jess
going to town
is a
on
fan.
our butts.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Okay.
Butt stuff 2020.
Oh my god. I'm so uncomfortable. Okay. What was there? Are you done? Is that it?
Go ahead. Just say anal one more time.
Anal.
Okay.
Okay, I'm done.
Glad we got that out there, guys. Whew, really had to get that off my chest. Was there anything I did for the very first... What is happening? What happened? Zach's crying.
Get that off my chest. I mean, Zach just like...
We were just thinking about like shitting on someone's chest.
I'm like, get what off my chest?
Guys, we're so far deep in this shit.
Oh. Deep into anal.
I can't.
The deep dive.
Can we stop?
All right, guys. Clearly, we are fucking immature
We're
as
off
fuck.
the rockers. Oh my god.
We had some homemade colada this
save
morning.
us. It's okay. I feel like we haven't gotten some good laughs and episodes in a while, so you guys, we owe you this. Okay. Was there anything I did for the very first time in my life other than anal? I camped and I hiked a national park. I camped and it was more of a glam because I was on a king size bed, but with fresh linens.
Humble brag. Flex.
No, weird flex, but okay. But because I can't say it's really camping because it was like definitely a glam situation. But it was the first time I like did anything close to camping, and I also hiked a national park, which has been on my list for a while. So that was fun.
We love that for you.
We're gonna go into audience submission real quick. We asked our audience what their biggest blessing in disguise was. So we got a few good ones, and we'll read them off to you and give them some shout outs. Give you guys some shout outs. Okay, so the first one is from our friend Ash Bernal. Is that
Ash Bernal?
Ash Bernal. Her handle is the Ash Bernal, and it says she said that her blessing in disguise was losing her dream job. Taught me a lot about what I really want to be doing. That's great because losing a job really can be shitty, but also I think that's a huge blessing in disguise for a lot of people.
There's a good quote that I listened to or I saw one time, and it was like
One door closes, so another opens.
Well, yeah, but it's that, but it's like, blessings often disguise themselves as endings.
Yeah, true.
Something like that. And I just thought that was that was nice.
Yeah. My friend Carly Torelli, my girl.
Shout out, Carly.
Love you, Carly. She said, getting my heart broken, it helped me figure out who I am and what I deserve.
Hell yeah,
Facts.
brother.
Sabrina Cangulo, loyal listener. Shout out you, Sabrina. She said, breaking up with the guy I really thought was right for me, in parentheses, so wrong. A lot of these are like breakup, because
I'm here for it.
Hindsight's 20/20, and sometimes you just gotta. Okay. Someone else said, seeing you guys at Universal. That was one of the guys that we were in line with, and we were like, follow our podcast. He said that was a blessing in disguise for him. So cute. Shout out you.
Oh my god. That's so sweet.
Bish Razak. At Bish Razak. And then broke up with my girl because she was drinking too much. People
break up with you for that?
Learned being independent is dope. So that's a good little lesson. Love that.
And that's so true. And I feel like...
I forgot to shout him out.
It was...
Learning dope. What is wrong with me? From Yannick Atada.
I know that username because he...
Oh, okay, yeah. Being independent is dope.
He's
good
awesome.
for you, dude. We love that for all of you guys.
Thank you for the support. And all of those people, pretty consistently support us. So I just want to say thank you for that.
And we want to do more audience submissions. We love hearing from you guys. So when we ask on the stories,
and what you guys want to hear. So
yeah, everyone
you guys have topics and shit that you want to hear. Let us know.
Yeah, for sure. We want to know what you guys like, and seriously, let us know because we're super open to it. What topics you want to hear about, all that good stuff.
Yeah, and I think we said this at the beginning of the episode, but if you guys are enjoying this episode, please screenshot, share,
on your
tag us, let us know what you liked, and yeah, we'll always repost and share the love.
It really means a lot to us. Okay, so now that we have 2019 in the past, let's go into 2020. Just a brief what we want to work on or whatever. What do you want? What do we want our overarching theme of 2020 to be?
I mean, the same as I feel like it has been for every year, but specifically growth. Mm-hmm. I need that to be my theme because I feel like I have a lot have a long journey ahead of me, and I really want to like focus. I feel like I've set down like a good foundation. I feel like I'm in a good place. Things are a little bit hectic in life right now, and we're juggling a lot of things, but
good place mentally.
Yeah, a good place mentally.
And that's key.
Yeah, and I just want to like build on that, and I just want to continue like. Last year, one of my resolutions was to read a book a month. I didn't hit that, but I think I'm going to set something more realistic for myself. And
totally.
I just realized I've been reading at night to like help combat my nightmares, and I'm like halfway through this book that I just started, and like I looked at it and I was like,
it's so satisfying.
This is what it feels like
to get through a book.
Yeah, and I'm really, really enjoying it. So, just growth in general, growth within physically and mentally, financially.
Yep.
All of those things.
Love
we
that.
are manifesting abundance and growth.
Yes, universe, bring it to us. Okay, for mine, I obviously have like a long list, but for me, I really want to work on one, self-care, because I've noticed that has gone out the window in the last few years. And I think that goes hand in hand with getting a morning routine, because I think that's the best time to really like ground yourself, start your day on the right tone. And then another one is automation. This is huge, especially for our podcast. I want to work on just getting systems for everything in my life.
Yeah.
Outsourcing things to like maybe virtual assistants, and kind of just like delegating tasks that I don't need to be doing.
Yeah. So that we can focus on, what we really want to be working on.
The creative stuff.
The fun stuff, but the stuff that we're like really good at, because it's hard. Like we've and as we've experienced in this podcast, and just to be candid, it's like, we're doing things that like we don't have a passion for, like sitting there and like transcribing the episodes or like cutting the audio, and it's like this isn't fun shit. This isn't like shit that inspires us. So it's like we want to focus on the things that like bring us the most happiness and freedom within our creative selves.
Being creative and thinking about ideas for you guys and like what we can do to bring value, stuff like that. Like that's where we like thrive.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay, the next one is creative phrase or statement that describes this past year for you.
Go ahead, brother.
Mine is, it's kind of two, but they go hand in hand. The first time is the hardest.
Anal.
Oh my god. I apologize.
I had to.
On behalf of Jess. And by the way, just for the record, it wasn't the first time. It was just the first successful time.
It was my first.
Anyways, first time is the hardest, and and then also do it scared. Anal. Oh my god, I can't.
Everyone's thinking it.
This is bad. Everyone's thinking it. We're just saying it. Okay, the first time's the hardest, and do it scared. In relation to the duplex and like buying my first investment property, I fucking hate you. Buying my first investment property, like all the podcasts I listen to for real estate, they all say like first time's the hardest, just get past the first time. And it really is. I hate both of you. It really is true, because like all the paperwork and like all the shit that I had to do, literally not knowing, having any idea of how to do it all. I'm ignoring both of you if you can't tell. I just had to do it scared and just move forward, even though I had no idea how to do anything. And yeah,
crying.
That's that.
It's because Zach is over there crying.
I need to put like a fucking sheet here so you guys can't make eye contact.
For the record, my influence has nothing to do with this. Jess's mind is in the gutter.
No, it's not.
So I don't know if you guys heard any of that.
No, I did.
Okay, what was your phrase or statement that describes this past year for you? Do not.
I'm not.
Okay.
It's hell yeah, brother.
Okay, I fuck with that.
Of course, it had to be hell yeah, brother.
I like that.
Just because, and to expand on what hell yeah, brother means to us.
What's really the meaning behind
What is hell yeah, brother? Well, let me tell you.
There's more behind it, guys. More than what meets the eye.
It's like a celebration. Like it's like
of accomplishment.
It's of accomplishment. It's
encouragement.
Like it's encouragement. It's like fucking I separated myself from that toxic relationship. Hell yeah, brother. I got a check. Hell yeah, brother. We fucking did this podcast.
Hell yeah, brother.
So yeah, I mean, and not only am I wearing a bracelet that says hell yeah, brother, but
guys, I got her for her birthday. I got her bracelet that has engraved hell yeah, brother.
Yeah, it's incredible.
And that's why we call you guys brothers, just in case anyone didn't catch that.
Yeah, if anyone's wondering why we refer to everyone as brothers.
Yeah, they're like, what the fuck?
And I feel like that's so funny, because like people like, because I was like, associated with that fraternity, and I've always like referred to like people as my brothers, so it's like
it's kind of just like warm and welcoming.
Yeah,
like, you're like,
feels like home.
We bros.
Hell yeah, brother.
Okay, I love that.
Yeah,
we want to talk about something. Guys, everyone's talking about how this decade is ending, and we realized it's actually not ending.
Yeah.
This is the last year of the last decade. The next decade would start in 2021. And everyone's over here. So I pulled up some notes.
So I'm still trying to figure this out. These are just statements made by Olivia. They have no
we figured this out.
Scientific
we
grounding.
were talking about it, remember? And you were like, oh my god, that's so crazy. Everyone's like, new decade. And we're all just a bunch of fucking idiots because it's the last year of the last decade.
I need to hear your scientific.
Okay, so this is what I looked up.
I'm still unsure.
This is
Zach,
what I looked up.
Do you have an input?
It depends where you start from. The lack of a year 0 means the first AD after death decade started at year 1 and ran until the end of year 10. The second decade started on year 11. Follow the pattern for 200 more decades, and here we are, still 1 year away from the start of the next decade, which will begin on January 1st, 2021. So it depends if you're starting from 0 or if you're starting from 1, because there was no year 0.
I feel like it's more like satisfying to start at 0 though, because it's and
but you know what I mean?
that
there
would be
no
10.
Year.
It would be 10. So it's like you would start the next at 11.
It's a debate
because it's like 1 through 10, and then it's like you know.
But they're saying because there's no year 0.
No, because if you start at like when the millennium started, was 2000. So the year 2000 is year 1, 2001 is year 2. So then 2009 was year 10.
Exactly. Guys.
So so it would be 2010.
So this is a new decade. I guess it depends.
No, but
it's also the new number though, because it's like
it is a new digit. It's a new digit. I think
it's
that's
an added
why
digit.
people think
but I feel like that would still be the decade. Like that's the like 2020 is a new decade because it's the decade of the 2.
Of the 2.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying.
It's a debate, whatever.
I feel like it's more fun to say the decade starts now because there's a new digit.
It is more fun, but scientifically speaking...
Happy new decade.
Scientifically speaking, it might not be. So we thought it'd be fun, if you do think this is a new decade, we thought it'd be fun to do 10 things we forgot happened this decade.
Yes. So let's hop right into it. We will start with April of 2010. The first ever iPad came out. Which is crazy. Insane. Because I remember getting my first iPad and that shit was just like chunky and
it's crazy that I'm just thankful. Well, I mean,
it still works.
We don't have to like go in depth, but oh wait, no, I guess that was before. Never mind. Scratch that.
Scratch what?
What I was just gonna say because it doesn't make sense. But when I was looking at this list, I was like, oh my god, that's crazy! Like all this shit happened, and I literally forgot.
Yes.
Okay. Oh god.
Sorry.
So March 2011, Rebecca's Black.
Jesus Christ.
Rebecca Black's Friday was released. Friday. On Friday.
Something like that.
Gotta get ready for the weekend.
The only thing that I remember from that video was her putting her hand out of that window and like catching the wind with her hand.
That was like crazy. That was like one of the first things that went viral, and she blew up.
Oh my god! It only went viral and blew up because it was so terrible. Stupid. But it was a full-on production, and everyone was like, "Where the fuck is this bitch coming from?"
She blew up. Credits to her. Live your truth, Rebecca Black.
Okay, next. Planking.
May 2011.
May of 2011. Planking became an internet phenomenon.
Everyone was planking everywhere. I was doing it at school.
So funny.
In my high school bathrooms. Hilarious.
And then owling came from that. Do you guys remember that?
Oh, yeah.
Perching on everything. Yeah. That was my thing.
Okay, December 2012. People thought the world would end.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Because the Mayan calendar ended.
That was a huge thing.
I never really thought the world was going to end.
I mean, I didn't think so either, but it was definitely a thing.
You know, there is a conspiracy right now that the world did end in 2012 and we're just like living in like an alternate reality.
Prove it.
Oh, if you let me get deep into these conspiracy theory websites, I can probably prove it.
That would be a funny episode to do a full thing.
Conspiracy theories.
Yeah.
Oh my god, we so should.
Let's run a poll.
Right.
Who wants
do you guys think the world ended?
Yes or no?
And then June of 2015, a personal fave, same-sex marriage became legal in the U.S. in all 50 states.
We love that. Okay, February 2015, the internet had a heated debate over a dress. If you guys remember, it was a black and blue or...
And then a white and gold.
A white and gold dress. And
I ended up seeing both.
Went crazy.
God, it's still so wild to me.
Yep.
Which, oh my god, I don't think you've seen it, but have you seen the swing? Have you seen the swing meme? it's like it's a video of this guy swinging back and forth, and it's a real video, and it's like, you know, which way is he swinging towards the building or is he swinging towards us? And I was like talking to my friends about it, and I could 100% see him swinging towards the building, and each of them were like, no, he's swinging towards us. And it was like me against like 5 people, and I was like, I'm losing my mind.
It's so wild.
And then they were able to like shift their perspective, and then they could see it both ways.
I mean, that's how it was with the dress. I would like look away, and the Vans too, the pink and white or the blue and gray Vans. I would like look away, come back, and like see a difference.
So strange.
Okay, next.
Leonardo DiCaprio finally won an Oscar.
February 2016. Love that for him. October 2016, the Vine app shut down. That was a big deal.
That was the
People
worst.
lost their shit.
Worst time.
I was really upset. Vine was the shit.
So upset.
TikTok is the new Vine, and
it doesn't compare.
I don't know how I feel about it.
It doesn't compare.
Vine started a lot of careers, just saying. Okay, next.
It did, because that's when God, I keep hitting the mic. It's when everyone like transferred over to like YouTube and or Instagram, and we don't give Vine enough credit.
We don't.
In January of 2019, the most diverse class of lawmakers in history were sworn into Congress.
Hell yeah, brother. Love that for this nation. And then last but not least, April 2019, we got the first ever photo of a black hole. That's a huge deal.
Yeah.
And it's not
we
this
got a photo
asshole.
of a fucking black hole. It's not this. You tried.
Whoa.
That's aggressive.
Not that my asshole's black.
It's okay. I think Olivia just told us that her asshole's a gaping hole. I think that's what we just summed up here.
Oh my god, we really had like butchered this whole
episode
thing.
with anal.
Alright, well that wraps that up. Alright, we're gonna get into our tea time now. Clink, clink.
Which is decade trivia.
Tea time trivia, y'all.
This is all about the decade, all about the years.
Love a good game of trivia.
Do you want to go first?
I'll go first. Okay. Ready? On December 13th, 2013, this superstar had an unconventional release for her 5th solo album without any advance notice. It was released at midnight and was initially only available digitally along with 17 videos through the iTunes store. Which singer scored an internet coup with her self-titled album?
Was it Beyonce?
Bing, bing, bing!
Really?
Yeah.
Hell yeah, brother.
Okay, go.
Beyonce. Okay, mine is, what's the name of the gorilla that was shot in a zoo enclosure?
Harambe.
Harambe, yeah.
Harambe. Hey!
Harambe, and became an internet sensation and meme.
Okay, the video to which song by a South Korean musician became
the Gangnam Style. I saw that one.
I saw the Harambe one. This is stupid. We were looking at the same website.
I almost gave you that question too.
Fuck.
That's so funny.
Okay, go.
I
bet we have the same shit. Go.
Well, we kind of already did this in the 10 Things I Forgot in This Decade, but whatever. In 2016, which Hollywood heartthrob finally won an Oscar?
Oh, Leonardo DiCaprio.
Yeah.
In 2014, numerous videos appeared on the internet of celebrities taking part in a charity challenge for ALS.
The Ice Bucket Challenge.
Yes.
This is easy.
This is easy.
What? This is just funny. What luxury music festival happened in the Bahamas, and then everyone showed up to find nothing there?
Fire Festival.
Yep.
In July 2016, the world was abuzz with the release of which interactive Nintendo video game that had players using GPS to locate and capture virtual
Pokemon Go. Like the alright.
Alright.
And that is our decade trivia.
Decade trivia, tea time trivia. That is our 2019 wrap-up episode. Thank you, PD Zach. And we hope you guys love this. Like we said, screenshot it, share it on your stories, let us know. We reply to everything. We repost everything. We love you guys. Thank you for listening. We hope you have a safe and happy New Year's Eve.
Yeah, and I hope that this year brings you everything that you... What are you doing? Self-care? Love?
No, I'm manifesting.
Oh, you're manifesting abundance.
Yes.
And
richness.
Growth and
yes.
Spiritual growth.
Enlightenment. And goals and everything good in this world. We wish for you guys.
I think, so this is coming out before New Year's. You still got a day or two or a couple days to set some resolutions, reflect on this year, see what you've accomplished. Like, not only set goals for the future, but also see that what you've accomplished and give yourself a little pat on the back. We love you. We support you. We're here for you.
Yeah, really set aside that time. It's easy to get busy, but you have to set aside the time. Sit for 20 minutes, journal it, get it out of your head onto paper, make it real, put it out into the world, and you guys can do anything you set your mind to.
Yeah,
we're rooting for you.
Hope you guys love this episode.
And that's
Happy Monday.
Happy Monday. Happy New Year.
Mwah.